Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Book Brood, and welcome to the 15th episode of My Category Journey. This time, we are starting a brand new Harlequin line, and that is the Dare line. And Pippa Roscoe, who was the featured author of book number 7, which was From One Night to Desert Queen, told us that in Dare, there's no place to start than with Rachael Stewart, our featured author, and we're reading Our Little Secret. So, here we go. I don't know much about the Dare line. I just know that from reading the synopsis, it's going to be a bit steamier than some of our more everyday fare, I guess, if you will. But nothing's everyday when it comes to Harlequin publishing. So we know that. Let's be clear about that. But let's get on to Our Little Secret here. We start out with our female main character, Faye. She's at a resort wedding, or where's going to be a resort wedding. There's not many people there. It's a castle, and there's the staff. There's Danny and Tyler. Those are the groom and bride. And her best friend is Danny. And then mysterious older brother, Raphael. Well, things have been stressful, and Danny and Tyler are having a very good time in the suite next to Faye's, and Faye can't get any sleep. So she decides to just take a stroll amongst the empty resort and comes across the pool, and it looks lovely, and why not? There's no one around. Doesn't matter that there's no swimwear immediately available. No need to bother to go back to the room, right? It's fine. I mean, I feel like everyone does this 5 to 8 times average in their life, right? Anyway, we don't have to get into that. And now we're with Raphael, and we find out that this castle resort is actually his. So that's pretty cool. But it also means that he, can just go wherever he likes because he owns the place. His family staying there has been a bit rough on him. So he's out for a stroll late at night, and he comes across the pool area. And that's where chapter 1 leaves us. I know that was kind of just a breakdown of chapter 1, but I like where this is leading. And I'm hoping that these two have no idea who the other one is, because that will bring some just lovely drama to this whole wedding event situation here. So I will check in after chapter 2 and let you know how juicy it gets. Hello everyone, I'm back and I've finished chapter 2. So our main characters encountered one another at the pool. They both had some surprises for one another. Multiple. I'll just plant those seeds there. I was talking about this in the last installment of My Category Journey. It was a presents novel. And there's these times when you don't want cooler heads to prevail, but you're also glad that cooler heads prevailed, and you cheer that on. I feel like in some instances inside fiction, it's all right just to go for it, right? I had the question going into this: what kind of books are these Dare books going to be? Well, apparently not those kind of books that get going in chapter 2, but that's okay. That's okay. I'm not angry. Possibly things could start out a little faster, but anyway, that's where we are now. So now our main characters have to face this whole wedding business, a whole week of it, whilst trying to pretend that none of that just happened. So I'll check in after chapter 3 and let you know how they're doing with that there. Hello everyone, I'm back. I've finished chapter 3. Now our main characters are both in a bit of a dilemma here because Raphael owns the establishment of where this wedding's taking place. Actually, let me backpedal a bit. I think I got the familial relationships mixed up a little bit here. So I thought Raphael was brother of the groom. I got that confused at the beginning, but he is brother of the bride. And he owns the castle that younger sister's getting married in. And our female main character is the maid of honor. So Faye and Raphael are going to have to work together to coordinate things. There's already a bit of a little fire that they need to put out, but the thing is they can't seem to put out the little fires in their pants to think straight long enough to get to the things that they need to. But that's okay, okay-ish. They are so far they're controlling themselves. That's to our just own disappointment here as the viewing audience, but that's all right. There's plenty of time left in the book. We have not figured out what this fire is exactly. We just know there's a fire. So our heroes are out to try and deal with this before it gets way out of hand. But that's if they can keep themselves from getting out of hand or keeping hands off each other. So I will check in after chapter 4 and let you know how successful they were at either operation here. Hello, everyone. I have finished chapter 5. I had some predictions about how this story was going to go, and it was going just as I knew it would. We were getting right where we wanted to be. We almost got there. We got so close. And then, one of those things happens in these kind of books where the author's just mean to the characters because they have sociopathic tendencies towards fictional characters that they create and are completely legitimately allowed to make those decisions about. However, it does upset us on this side sometimes. Things could have ended more disastrously. However, even though things didn't go exactly as we would like, things aren't exactly horrible. Far from it. We have this new element coming in. Best friend, Danny, is trying to set up our heroine Faye with a cousin, not her brother. Her brother's off limits, and so cousin's going to come into the picture here soon. So we're setting up all sorts of nice breakable things on a tablecloth here, and we're just waiting for Rachael Stewart to just rip that tablecloth out and shatter everything and make a mess of it all. And we're going to love it. So I'll go on to chapter 6 and check in with you after that. Hello, everyone, and welcome back. I have finished chapter 6. We got a lovely surprise in chapter 6, but let's just say it might have been just a tad rushed. It might be up in the air of whether something like this needs to happen again. We'll just leave that to the book, the characters, and the writer, and hope for the best there. We got to meet Cousin Dante, and tensions are already high. So I'm very excited about where this can go and the drama that will unfold, the chest pounding that will take place here. And I feel a little bad. I do feel a little bad for Dante. He thinks he's got an in, but he's not going to be the winner in the end. Unless Rachael Stewart throws something truly devious our way. Uh-oh, I might have spoken too soon. I'll have to go on to chapter 7, and I'll let you know what unfolds. Hello, everyone. I'm back, and I have finished chapter 7. Let me just say, I did not know that Harlequin got to this level of steam. It's probably why they called it Dare. So that was a pleasant surprise in there. And let me tell you what, Rachael Stewart's word choice and sentence pacing and structure and all of that is just beautiful. It's like reading poetry, honestly. It flows like silk. It really makes a great product to have these steamy scenes, but have them in just such beautiful language. It's fabulous. So definitely a lot of thought put into the work here. So bravo. But other things in the book, pesky feelings, they just don't stay away, do they? Or they don't stay the way that our brain tells them that they're gonna stay. It's getting complicated now. Maybe not. Faye's just still trying to just have fun. Just have fun on the wedding week. But we'll see how well that plays out. So I will check in after another chapter or so. Hello, everyone. I've finished chapter 8. And Faye and Rachael have to be around a lot of people all the time. And there's games that Danny's playing with Faye, trying to hook her up with Dante, the cousin. It's difficult to keep this kind of passion on the down low in these kind of circumstances, and we can't blame them. They're doing the best they can. I don't think they're convincing everyone, though. The amount of people actually convinced might be shorter than not. So that's where we are. They're doing their best. Like I said, sometimes these things are out of our control. It's out of their control. It's out of our hands. We just have to let life come as it may. And so I will continue on to chapter 9 and let you know where life takes us. Hello, everyone. I finished chapter 9. we're getting to those rough patches that are difficult to read, but they need to be there for the drama. Little seeds of bad things to come are being planted here and there. It's making me nervous. It's making me know that some traps are going to be tripped here. I know that we can't avoid all the bad stuff. It can't all be good. Oh, but it's so rough. You just want to be able to shake them and just be like, just go with it. Just go with it and don't second guess it. As much as I do wish I were there, I'm not there with them. They're going to have to figure it out on their own. So I'll go on to chapter 10 and I'll see what kind of progress they make. Good morning, everyone. I finished chapter 10. There was a confrontation that happened. And I can't tell you any more than that. It's very frustrating when people that aren't involved in the situation try and manage the situation. I can't tell you anymore. I know that might be frustrating on your end, but just pick up this book and read it, and then tell me about frustrating, okay? Leave your thoughts and feelings in the comments down below. We're in a tough spot. Things could have been worse, but things are not great at all right now. We're just going to have to hope that everyone's true feelings find a way to the surface somehow. We just need a clearing of the air, but there's a lot of things going on keeping that from happening. So I'll just have to go on to chapter 11. I'll let you know where things stand when we get there. Hello, everyone. I finished chapter 12, so I did 2 chapters because I couldn't stop. The wedding itself happened. Danny and Tyler are together now. They're married. It's great. Something I want to call out and highlight is the timing in this book, the emotional timing and the plot mechanisms and everything. During that wedding ceremony, there was so much that happened just in the development of the whole story itself, just in that moment, so much packed together and fell into place, and just, it was beautiful. This book is so well composed. It's something else, really. It's very, very impressive. And on another note, too, there was another intimate scene there, and something stood out as well. Something very prominently stood out, and that is just about anyone can write something lewd. Like, it's easy to just write lewd stuff and get, into the clinical details and things like that. And, that's the easy part, to actually take those things and to make it sexy and just fun and enjoyable to read, and just to really suck you in and just have you in that moment with them. And Rachael Stewart is a master at that. She is incredible. And I just wanted to highlight that in this video here. So if that's something you look for in your romances, definitely check out Rachael's work. All right. Now to what's going on. I can't say exactly because we're only 2 chapters and an epilogue short of finishing the book. But I'll just say we're at that moment. I'm a little pouty right now, but I know these two won't give up on each other. They don't have it in them to do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish the book, and I will check in with you at the end and let you know how things turn out. Or a little bit of how things turn out, because I don't give it all away. All right, I have finished Our Little Secret by Rachael Stewart, and it was amazing. This was a great book. Like, I knew the Dare was going to be steamier. I did not know it was going to be, how am I going to word this? Sometimes with the steamier things, you don't expect so much from them in other areas. But that was not the case here. We got a deep emotional story. We got some character development. We got the steam we wanted. It was a very well balanced book, and it was just, it was a fabulous read. It was so fun. It was so fun to read through this one. And I love a wedding setting. Weddings are so fun, especially the destination, week-long wedding where there's all sorts of events they got to go to. And it added so many fun moments to this book. So many interesting ways to put Faye and Raphael together or not together in those situations. Very well constructed. And I'm definitely going to check out a lot more of Rachael Stewart's books. And so if you have not checked out any of Rachael Stewart's books, check out this book, check out any of hers. I imagine they are all very good. There was So I know that some people might have taken issue with the grovel, I guess you will, but I did not. Was there potential for more groveling to happen? Absolutely. But in the circumstance of the story, I think it works just fine for these two. And that epilogue, it was a nice glimpse. Nice glimpse at the happily ever after there. So that wraps up book 15 in our My Category Journey adventure. I hope you enjoyed it just as much as I did. I'd like to thank Rachael Stewart. I'd like to thank Harlequin Books. I'd like to thank Mills & Boon for putting out such an amazing piece of work. And Rachael Stewart is just a kick in the pants. I tell you what, she had such a good time with everything on Twitter. It made the whole thing so fun. It's what I love so much about doing this reading project. So again, thank you very much. It is the 2nd as of filming this. I'm probably going to post this today. So happy 2022 to everyone. Walk carefully. Let's just take a day at a time and just hope the sky doesn't fall. But before then, thank you for joining me on my reading journey, and I hope that you have an amazing reading journey yourself. And I'll see you in the next video.